This review is sponsored by the Cerberus wallet, released at Blackpool. Unleash the Hound.
Hello and welcome to the MagicWorld Reviews Week 10. I'm James Anthony, this is
Daniel Meadows.
Indeed, and we're here to review two amazing products. Well, are they amazing? Okay, we'll get to that. Two products. Today, we're going to review two products, battle them out against each other, show you a little live preview of one of the tricks, performing it, because I know you guys at home have asked for that, as well as tell you a bit more about our workers' wall, and the winner to last week's competition, because we know that you guys are wanting to know. Also, for anyone who does win the competition, you will see the name come across the screen and we'll post it in the comments below at the end of every review.
Yep.
Let's get started. So, without further ado, we're going to start off with hands-free prediction by, who is it? Lynx Magic.
Lynx Magic.
Yes. Now, you've actually created a little video of this. We created one earlier.
Yep.
So, how about before we review it, we cut to it right now.
Okay, for the demonstration of hands-free prediction, let's see it.
Okay. It's meant to be hands-free, but obviously you've got your hands full.
I've got one hand. I've got one hand.
I'll just get the jokers out. Okay. So that would be you. These would be your hands now.
Right.
I've put a card in this envelope.
Yep.
You would now hold the deck and deal through the cards. And you just stop whenever you want to. So because it's you, you're just going to
It's been me doing this, okay, I'm doing that. So I will stop.
Was that there?
That's there, yeah.
That was there. So the card we've not seen is there.
Yep.
So it could have been any of these. Yep. It could have been this next card, but it's not.
Yep.
Okay, very, very fair. At fingertips. Okay, and nothing else sneaky hiding in the envelope. I don't know if you can see it there.
Nope, there's certainly
nothing else
not.
sneaky in there. Turn over that card where you freely stopped at. The mate of the card.
What?
Dun dun dun!
That's hands-free prediction.
And we're back.
So just to explain, it's a very no-frills one, although it's called hands-free prediction, because James was holding the camera, it was hands-on prediction. What this essentially is it's a closed prediction, it's not an open prediction in the classic sense.
Yes.
So you're committed because you've got your card and an envelope that goes down beforehand.
Yep.
They have the deck. Now, right, there's a couple of points for this.
Quite a lot of points.
Yeah. This has been done before. The advertising is a little bit tricky. They say the deck can be examined. I wouldn't have necessarily put it in those terms. The deck can be casually glanced at, and that's why did they take the jokers out. That might be a nice approach for you, because they'll feel like they've examined the deck. But if you said, examine that deck, they're probably going to find something.
Of course they will.
It doesn't, well, I think it says no gimmicked deck. So what they're basically saying is, no, they're not going to give you a standard gimmick deck that you could use to do this exact effect that you could buy from a dealer for probably about a third of the price. No, you don't get one of those. You get the cards you require to turn it into one of those.
So it's saving them money, basically, as well. Well, almost.
No,
it's not. That's
it's not. You're paying 3 times as much for something that you could not have to.
Exactly.
So, is it in the routining? No, because it's the standard routining. What they're saying is they've got rid of the hands-on aspect, and I know of ones where they are hands-free as well. So they're saying they've got rid of the wallet aspect, and the trade-off is this envelope. Now, I've just come from Staples.
You did one for me last year of this sort of thing. So.
Yeah, I think there are better versions out there.
But that is
so they're
dreadful.
saying, I don't like this. I understand the reasoning for making it durable. It's like a plasticky Tyvek. I've just been to Staples. I have never seen an envelope that looks like this. The fact it's double opening.
But surely one of these sides should be on the other side, so it looks like it opens from one side, you turn it over.
If you want something that is a better system for doing this, have a look at Consealment by Wayne Rogers. That is a much better version. That's one I'd recommend.
We think there are better versions of this. Here's another one.
So this is just to show we've got this deck, all different cards that I've gone through. It could be a regular sort of shuffle deck in use. As you can see, it's got signatures on it because it has been used. That's one shuffle. That's 2 shuffles. That could be done by James in front of me now. It's just my hands doing it because his hands are occupied. You're going to give me a number now, but before you do that, in the deck, each card has a mate. So if I was to show you the top card, what would the mate, the pair of that card be?
That'd be the heart, of course.
So the 7 of hearts.
Seven of
Let's
hearts,
see if we've
yeah.
got a 7 of hearts in that deck.
You'd be lucky. I took a few out.
Oh, there we go.
There
So
we
that
go.
would be a mate.
Yep.
Now, I put a card there before we started. Without me turning it over, see if you can tell me what the mate of that card is. Okay, but don't give me a card, give me a number. So what's the number?
Number
Could
is
be between 1 and 40, I'd say.
2.
Come on, give me...
Okay. 36.
Oh.
Okay.
You're an arse, right. 30,
Okay, no. 13.
13.
13,
Okay,
yeah.
it's a better number. It would work with any number, but it's just for the purposes of this, you're just being a fool. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now you said 13, didn't you?
I did.
So the 13th card was the 3 of diamonds. All of these cards are not 3 of diamonds. All these cards aren't 3 of diamonds. What card are we looking for if we're looking for the mate?
That would be the 3 of hearts. Fantastic.
Right there. I don't really like
We
that.
will put the link to that then down below, just so you can
Consealment.
see the difference between the two.
Yeah, certainly have a look at that. So I don't know what they've added. The hands-free deck that you're making up yourself is a standard deck, and I'll pick up another thing on the advertising. It says at the end, incredibly, the card that the spectator stopped at matches the prediction. I will say now, without a spoiler, not necessarily. You might need some tricky wording, and you probably saw that on what came out, because you won't know if it matches or not until it comes out of there, because of how this is. So, I don't know, I think there are much better versions. So I had to play around and just thought, although it's a hands-on prediction, I did a quick demo, and we'll show that now, and I think that for me that's already a better version.
Okay, let's cut to it now.
So that's not mine, that comes from Secret Sessions. It's an old A1 Magic Media VHS back in the day that I had a look at, and I think it's $12 from Penguin. So on that you've got probably about 30 effects, some fantastic things. You've got the, what everyone credits David Blaine 2-card Monty, that's actually, I think it's Eddie Fector's Be Honest, What Is It? That's on there, along with loads of other good things like that. Prediction.
But it's been going around for a long time.
Yeah, so
there's nothing new about it, is that what we're going to say? There's nothing new about it whatsoever.
What they've done there isn't new with the deck that they get you to make up. That isn't new. The combination I thought had been done before, but they're possibly saying hasn't in this way. I don't know what it's added, I'm sorry. And to go through this effect and not mention the Alcaran 5-star Miracle deck as the forefather of what you're doing, there's no crediting. You can't, for me, personally,
let's be honest, that's happening a lot lately with a lot of magic tricks.
But I don't think you can say, there are a lot of versions out there, so I'm not going to credit any of them. I don't think, for me, it's about crediting. You're always building on other people's work. You should be saying, what was your inspiration? Who else has done this? What's the forefather? They're the sort of things that I think are important.
It's this YouTube generation.
And there's none of it. There's none of it.
There's not, though, is it? Anyway, right, okay. So, on that note, I mean, I wasn't overly impressed with it. I didn't, like I say, the envelope, I would never, doesn't even look like an envelope. It kind of stands up because it has 2 flaps on one side.
If you like the basic effect, and I'll pick up on another thing because this really annoys me. Well, there's 2 parts.
First time I've heard it. I think you're really annoyed for a change. This is great, isn't it?
There's 2 ones. One I'm just going to let slide, but 2, it mentions that there's an any card at any number. It is not any card. It is card at any number. Any card.
Does it actually say any card?
It says any card at any number is the bonus effect number 2. It's not any card. It says, tell me to store, give us a number, and it'll be this one, the one I've got in the envelope.
Right,
that's not any card.
That's enough. Yep.
Any card at any number is a holy grail effect. That is not it. Don't say it is on your advertising. Yes, sorry, ranty over.
That's the first time I've seen you properly rant.
It's wound me up.
I'm enjoying that, right?
No.
Okay, so in that case, let's move on because we'll probably hit 5 minutes now for this easily.
If you like the effect, let me just go for it. I would go for Boris Wilde, Perfect Open Prediction, I think it's going to be called. Or go for something like Alakazam's Knock 'em Dead 2. Peter Nardi, it's a worker. I think
we have that one on our website, don't we?
They're tried and tested. I wouldn't go for that.
No. Great. So, am I quite happy to say that this is going to be below a 5?
Yeah, I don't like it.
You don't, so out the window. 2, 1, 0,
4.
0 point. I can do 0 point on the new system that we've got.
I'm not going malicious. There is something there. It's just about they haven't credited. The advertising's misleading. There's quite a few reasons. Right. I'm a little bit annoyed with it.
Yeah, exactly. I would probably give it a 3 to 4. So, shall we agree on, what do you want? 3 or 4? It's up to you, mate.
I'll be generous for
4. We're being generous there. Nice 4 for hands-free prediction, sorry. Right, let's move on to the next trick. That was really brutal. The next trick, and we don't like leaving brutal reviews, do we?
No, because I create stuff too, so I know how hard it is, and I know you've got to pour it in, and I know they've probably used this in their act, but there's a couple of things in there that I just don't agree with. One, the misleading advertising. I've gone over.
Yeah, gone it. Move it. Impression.
So we're not going to tell you the price.
Oh yeah,
because we'll just.
Yep,
$18.99.
The reason is because I don't have my contact lenses in again, and the little sheet that has the price on, and the whole order of our structure today is there.
So you could buy get Penguin, even though they'll pack flat and ship it to you. You'll buy the Secret Sessions one and do the one that I showed you as well, and buy the 5-star Miracle deck. Or buy.
So the price is below now.
Yeah, there's loads of things. Don't get that.
Don't get it. Okay. Right. Let's move on then to impression artist Jason Yu. So we had a little mess around with this the other day, and
why did you say artist?
Well, it is.
It just says who it's by because it sounds mine.
I know, impression.
Okay.
I don't know. It's because of my contact lenses and my glasses. I can't see a thing, so I'm just kind of like, ooh. I got to be more prepared. We didn't know we were going to be shooting a show tonight.
I think you should read the last line.
I know. Yeah, here we have it's already got the spelling mistake. I was told about that. Alter the digital reality. So that's the bottom line of a DVD case. And as soon as I see spelling mistakes on a case, it's not the best start, is it, really?
We're going to get shot. If we ever make any slight things,
I know.
we're going to get torn apart and deserve
Don't look at our YouTube releases just in case, but we've checked it a lot of times.
We have.
Right. Anyway, we picked up on that. The trick itself is nice. It could work in the right situations. It's very angular. You could not have people behind you. Simple as that. They've got to be behind.
There's a lot of debate on the cafe whether it's misleading or not. The ad trailer is a trailer that is how people would remember it. There is something missing from it.
I forgot about that, and I remember you showing me.
That's fair enough to say. There's something missing. Do I agree with doing that? Yes, because unfortunately you would probably work out how this is done because you're a magician and you're looking for certain things. So that is genuinely people's perception of it and people's memory of it. I think if you say up front, this is how people remember it, and label it as that, don't say it's a full end-to-end one, because there are certain things where if you show it full end-to-end, people would just work it out and they wouldn't support the artist. And I think that people should be supported.
So there has to be. So we're happy with that part of it. In terms of, it reminds me of an old trick called calling card, and the ability to take a blank card, somebody takes a photo of them with a blank card, then somehow miraculously in the picture, in the phone, it has their chosen card inside it. So on the top of where the blank card was. So it works. It takes a few bold moves, that's all it requires, a few bold moves just to get away with it. But it's something that is very easy to do. It's something that anyone can do that's done magic for at least a few months, sort of thing.
It doesn't seem to be technically difficult. It probably takes a little bit more nerve.
To be honest, it takes more balls,
you're going to be worried about it, but there's nothing to be worried about, because at the time you're taking the photo, nothing has happened.
Exactly.
You're just taking a photo.
I said exactly. It's like, exactly. It's like the Omni deck, you know, you always feel guilty about the little move that you're doing at the time.
But nothing's happened at that stage, and then you go into a routine.
So, all in all, the only gripe I have is, if I was doing this in a corporate walk-around situation, well, I couldn't. Simple as that, because I've got people around me, walking past me, people in the group are looking around at the table. The only way I could do it is if...
Someone said on the cafe, sorry, I'll just jump in there. Someone said on the cafe, can you be surrounded? Because someone says yes, someone says no, and someone's answer is yes and no. And that is the best answer. Now, it's cryptic, but that is the best answer. I can't elaborate. If you know what this is about, that is the perfect answer. Can you be surrounded? Yes and no. Read into that what you will.
Exactly, but at the crucial crucial time, you can't be. Simple as that. So at the end of the day, you...
It's not using an app, so they're not lied anywhere.
No apps.
No apps. It's on their phone. It's something that they can take.
It comes with a gimmick, so you actually get a gimmick that you... two gimmicks that you cannot make yourself easily, so at least that's something.
Definitely.
And it comes with a certain number of gaff cards as well, and of course you get blank cards, because you will need blank cards for it. And overall, the DVD was shot pretty well. Teaches you how to do everything in the way that you'd expect it to do. It was thorough, and it works.
And it costs $26.99.
$26.99.
So what would you give that?
I would give this
we're having a discussion before, because I don't think you were convinced enough to use it. You liked it as a unique thing. If you can stage manage this
in a stage managed fashion,
I think that
I'm trying to think of the situation where I could potentially use it in my restaurants or in my parlour or in my. Nothing's coming into mind whatsoever.
It's a shame. It's very creative.
It is very creative. So just for that reason, I'm going to knock a few off it. But I am going to give this. I don't dislike it, so I'm going to give it a 7.
I think that's fair.
I think that's fair because I think in the right hands at the right time, the right place, it is excellent and it will blow the minds of your spectators. Those times won't be as often as you'd think, but also the great thing is the gimmick is small. You can carry it with you very easily, add it to the cards, boom.
Yeah, I think that's fair enough.
Yeah.
And this is the sort of thing that could go viral on someone's Facebook or something else, and
that's the bonus
help you
part
market it. So that might be something for people.
But you do have to. I mean, I'm sure the DVD said you had to have a stack of like 5 or so cards on top of the deck. It's not 5, but you do have to add the stack to the deck before you can start the trick. So you have to be able to easily get that in, get it out.
Nothing.
Stop it. Behave.
You've already been quoted on the Deception podcast for that sort of thing. You've got previous.
Well, at least this review, I've not said the word exactly too many times because I know somebody on YouTube last week was counting it.
There's never too many times. It's a new drinking game. There used to be the Jack Bauer Damn or Damn It. It's going to be the James Anthony.
Well, anyway, so we've given that a review. The price is right down below here. So if you like that's Impression. The link is below, so you can get it straight away on your website right now. Okay, let's move on. Right, we've done the reviews of 2 things. We're going to do another deck giveaway next week. However, we're going to talk very briefly about the Workers' Wall. The Workers' Wall is live now. When you go to see this video, it's completely live, fully working. It's got 3 Workers' Walls in one. Wow. Yeah, it's pretty good, isn't it?
He's excited.
I'm dead excited. And what it is we have the Worker's Dream. These are going to be like the most amazing tricks that we feel, wow, these are going to be in it.
Is that sponsored by Harry Robson?
Well, exactly. Oh, Harry. We have It's a Hit. So that's going to be the middle section. If it's not bad, if it does its job, if it's a bit better than not bad, it's going to be an It's a Hit. Then we have It's a Crowd Pleaser. Okay, so they're going to be the 3 sections you can look at right now on the Workers' Wall. Here's the Workers' Wall, a link to it. Now, when you click on that, you'll see exactly what we are talking about here. And now here's the fun part. Which one of these get to go in which place on here? So first of all, this one. No, we need a bin there. I think this deserves it though.
You were saying crowd pleaser for that.
I think a crowd pleaser. Let me know, comment if you think it should be anything better, if it should be in It's a Hit, or even better for you. But for me, definitely a crowd pleaser. It is a crowd pleaser, that's exactly what it is. It's a good trick to do with a group of people if you can get the angles right.
Okay.
So there it goes, Impression. Jason, you in the crowd pleaser section of the Workers' Wall. Finally, we're going to come to the winner of the Black Tiger deck from last week. So, the winner for last week will appear in this area of the screen.
Their name, not
their name.
Surely. I thought you were going to teleport them in then.
How cool would that be?
Chopper them in.
Let's do it.
No.
There's a name. You are the winner, right here. We have to not say it over here because we've not even got that far yet. Am I not supposed to say that?
Oh, dear.
But this is the winner. You have won. Congratulations. Woo!
Well done.
And, yeah.
2 quick points. Well, I don't know how many quick points, but I'll just make
quick
it
points,
very quickly. We keep referencing Blackpool coming up, and someone asked me, what does Blackpool refer to? So if you don't know and you're watching this, Blackpool is the one of the biggest conventions in the world, if not the biggest.
Yeah.
Probably about 3,500 magicians all go at the end of February. I think it's something like the 21st, 22nd.
19th, 20th, 21st.
There we go.
20th,
and we'll be there with MagicWorld as one of the dealer stands. So
we're in the same place as last time as well, the same place if you came to Blackpool.
So it's just in case people didn't know, if you go online, search for Blackpool Magic Convention 2015, you'll find the site. You can book on for a gold registration or come along for the day. Come and say hi if you see us. And next week, because I keep mentioning this, you will see Counterfeit, you will see Equilibrium, and you may even see the Cerberus wallet.
That's our sponsor for today's event.
Oh, is it?
That's the Cerberus wallet. It's the sponsor.
Are you going to edit that in?
Yes,
marvellous. So next week will be a Blackpool preview special, because there are 3 new products for Blackpool.
Indeed, we're so excited to bring out 3 whole new products. You know, it's pretty big times, isn't it, for us? Thank you, everyone, for all your support. I think that's the end for this week. But get ready for a Blackpool special and a live review show from Blackpool on the weekend.
Live?
You don't even know about that, do you? Live!
No.
Thank you very much. I'm James Anthony. This is
Daniel Meadows.
Bye for now.
Live?
Live.
How are we going to manage that?
I haven't thought that far.
No, you've not thought this through. We're going to Skype everybody.
We could do a live one though. YouTube allows you to do now live video feeds.
You realise how many takes this takes us to do properly once?
We've done all this.
We can't trust you live.
I think we can. Anyway, let's stop blabbering. Here we have subscribe. See this big button here? Click it. That means you subscribe to our channel.
You were a 90s raver.
Woo, subscribe.
Big fish,
I can do all that. We're gonna go. We need to go to the pub. Let's go.
Good fun.